She's in studio with us. So I said before the break that it was this, you're a lady of firsts. You were the very first black girl at the girls' school in Pietermaritzburg.
Girls' Collegiate School.
Collegiate, is that what it's
Yes,
called?
Girls'
Okay, collegiate school.
Yeah.
To actually go. I mean, what was that like for you?
That was tough. You know, I did kind of wonder, what are my parents doing sending me here? But again, it was, you know, an experience that in retrospect I actually valued. You know, it was difficult being at school with people who were not used to being around black people, you know, who had interacted with black people just as, you know, domestics in their home. There were a lot of children who were from the homes of very wealthy sugar farmers in the area, who, you know, were used to interacting with black people as laborers who work on their farm. So to suddenly have this girl there who was equal and doing and learning all the, you know, the same things as them, was difficult for many of them to swallow.
Yeah.
And it was also difficult for me as well to fit in.
Yeah.
But I built amazing friendships in that time, and I think it was there that I really began to see, to really dig deep within and say, well, what, you know, who am I and what do I bring to the table and who am I beyond this exterior? Yeah. Because, you know, the real essence of who we are is internal.
Absolutely.
And I think it was there that I really started to focus on that.
That's
and
incredible.
not on what's my skin color and what's my race and what's my gender.
Because it still is a problem now. I mean, we were having a conversation earlier last week, actually, late last week, about education and how schools haven't evolved. And I mean, you were speaking about the issues that you went through going to school. And this was how many years ago?
That was, I don't know, probably
Let's not
20
go
years
there.
ago.
Okay, let's just round it off.
But no, more actually.
Exactly, but some of these issues are still happening in our schools.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a big problem. We need to evolve.
Yeah.
And again, I talk about another first. You were the very first black newsreader on SABC3.
Yes,
I mean,
yes, with the 8 o'clock news.
That's a big deal.
That was a big
this is
deal.
a, you know, this now is a
Well, there was no
broadcast medium.
Facebook, there was no Instagram,
No.
there's none of the social media. The
Yeah.
8 o'clock news
It was
were
you.
the thing. You know,
Was
everyone
it
stopped
difficult
to
for you?
watch.
Was it difficult?
It was. It was difficult because there again, a new environment, not used to diversity, and again having to fit in. But the reason I say that I realized in retrospect the strength of that first experience at school was that I drew on those very same strengths of bring yourself, as in, you know, your essence to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't focus on your age. You know, I was only 20 at the time.
Wow.
Don't focus on your gender. Don't, you know, it was mainly men hosting the 8 o'clock news. Don't focus on your race. Bring your essence and what you know, what's unique to you. And on that level of essence, because we all have an essence, we connect. And I connected very much with the people I worked with and also with the viewers who are also not used to seeing this diversity on screen.
I mean, you even presented, what was the program you presented with?
With Penny
Smythe
on Front Row.
Front Row.
Mnet.
That was like the early top billing days, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not, it was a
absolutely.
completely different program. But
Very different. I mean, it was more of a live show.
We all watched you. You know, we watched you, and we would watch you and say, you know, I want to invite Palesa to come in because we're nearly at the end of the program. But
Yeah.
I mean, I watched you as a young girl growing up. Did you used to watch Khanyi as well?
Yeah, hence I decided there's no way I was going to say my goodbyes from a main desk. I love this woman. She's one of my inspirations
Oh,
in the media
thank you.
industry and
Thank
the
you so
communications.
much.
Good morning.
Good morning, and
Okay.
well done on your work here and
so
on this
much.
incredible show.
Thank you so
And
much.
But Khanyi, I just want to end off this interview with an inspirational note, because I mean, as Palesa looks up to you, as I have looked up to you, and still do, you know, what are those the words that you want to impart, especially to the young girls and women here in South Africa?
I would say believe in your dreams and believe that you can achieve them. And believe that you have the power within yourself to make them happen, because really without belief there's very little anyone can do. You can network, you can meet important people, you can have many mentors, you can have many opportunities, but if you don't believe in yourself, then, you know, that's just not going to manifest in a successful way for you.
Yeah.
So I would say self-belief more than anything
Is the biggest thing.
Is the biggest thing.
I
It
think I
sounds
agree with
cliche, but it's the most powerful thing.
It is. You're never too old to learn, and that's a reality. Khanyi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The owner of Ndalo Media, done her MBA at Harvard University, even dated an astronaut. You married that astronaut, by the way. We'll leave that for another conversation, shall we? It was a pleasure. I wish we had longer, but thank you for
so
talking
much.
to us.
It was wonderful to be here.
All right, Vanessa, that's it.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Thanks. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.